Someone asked why I'm always like with a ball in my intro, because it's like, if I'm just talking to a camera, it's weird. Today, we're going to look at how we can build better designs leveraging Claude Code by using Claude Skills and proper competitor research. It's a real easy workflow that you can set up in 10 minutes and just drastically improve the quality of your designs. Before we begin, a couple quick things. If you're a big fan of myself and what we're doing here at UI Collective, consider supporting UI Collective Academy. It's just on our website. I'll put a link in the description where members get access to a bunch of great courses, micro lessons, perks, private Slack channel access to me and the team, and a whole lot more. Or if you just want to support for free, it's free to join our community where you can ask any question for free in our community forum and get access to some great savings and resources too. So whether you want to join the community or support the academy, hope to see you online. Thanks for being here. I made it a goal for the year to start posting more on X. Slowly getting there, but I'll put a link for my X in the description. Come follow me, interact with me, whatever. Yeah, let's talk. We also again teamed up with Mobbin on this one. If you're not too sure what Mobbin is, it's basically a repository of all possible screens, UI elements, flows across basically every company that you can imagine. And it really helps me inform my AI designs. I'm going to look at it a little bit later on in this video. And you can take 20% off the annual plan using the UI Collective link for Mobbin that is in the video description. We're going to start off here in Claude Code's desktop app. And if you're new to working with Claude and Claude Code, I'll put a link in the video description to the Claude getting started documentation. It's relatively straightforward, super easy. Just follow the steps and you'll be on your way. One thing I want to do here is show you the before and after. So the output just with the generic prompt, then an output with the same prompt plus everything that we're going to do in the video. So let's just run a real simple prompt here. Please build me. You can tell I'm Canadian because I say please and thank you to my AI. We're nice, all right? So please build me a landing page for what's a good idea? Crypto bank. Something simple like that. Again, so we can get the before and then we're going to get the after. Of course, this is what it came back with, which is basically what every standard AI design looks like. An aggressive use of gradients, basic metrics. The cards aren't that bad, but they just look a little AI generated. Anyways, there's nothing really like special about it, although this is kind of cool. Basic CTA, nothing special about it. Now, we don't want to have to prompt a million times, hey, change this, change this, change this, change this. But in order to get a better result first time, we can do some things working with Claude Skills in order to better prep the AI with even just the same prompt that we ran, get a way better results. What we're going to do now is actually start to build out a Claude skill that's going to help Claude understand the look and feel that we're going for. So we'll be able to add inspiration to this skill. And every time a new feature, functionality, or design is built, Claude's going to be able to reference that. So not just give us a generic AI result, but actually start to build something that looks and feels like an actual platform and something a little bit more professional. What I have here on just my other screen is just a prompt that we're going to run through together. I'm going to write it out with you so you can copy it if you want to. Anyways, let's get started. Please build, again, there's that please again, a Claude skill called, let's go design inspiration. And this can be design inspiration. This can be competitor research. This can do whatever you really want. Here, every time a design is created or modified, Claude will look at the files inside of this skill. Oops, if I can type. Which will include visual references of designs I want to mimic, not copy, but mimic, I guess. This will help create designs more closely aligned with the look and feel we are going for. Again, if we had more time, we could spruce this up, make it a better instruction, but whatever. And if I could type, there we go. So please build a Claude skill called design inspiration. Here, every time a design is created or modified, Claude will look at the files inside of this skill, which will include visual references of designs I want to mimic. This will help create designs more closely aligned with the look and feel we're going for. Sure, whatever, that works. Let's run that. What it came back with here is this skill, where it sort of talks about, for Claude to reference how to use this skill, visual references, how to interpret the references. And again, I didn't write any of this. Claude just did it on its own. In an ideal world, you might want to spend some time polishing this skill, making sure it makes sense. But I think for the purposes of the demo and getting the point across, that's fine. What you can see it also did here is it also created this folder inside of this skill for images where we can put examples of designs that we really like and have Claude actually upload it there. And this skill is going to reference that images folder whenever we produce a new design or for a web page or a widget or make tweaks to things or whatever. Hopefully you get the picture. So let's go ahead and choose to copy this to our skills. And now let's start populating that images folder. Before I feed any designs to AIs, I always come to Mobbin first to see what competitors are doing in this space, find other designs, other treatments that I like that I might not be aware of. And if you're not too sure what Mobbin is, it's basically a repository of essentially almost every screen, app, flow, UI element that's out there. Where if I'm looking for something specific, like maybe some dashboard designs, I can hit dashboard, come in here and really get a lot of that inspiration that I can then feed the AI as well. I can also filter by category or also for specific companies as well. So whether it's like Airbnb, I can come in here, see all of their specific screens and also all of their individual flows, whether it's onboarding, so on and so forth. And they also do have this great site section as well, where if I'm looking for, inspiration on sites and not mobile apps, I can come in here and get lots of good inspiration that's going to help us inform the AI. And you can also take 20% off the annual Mobbin plan using the link that's in the description. Anyways, let's continue. So because we're building like a landing page, I'm going to stick to the sites part. Now, as we scroll through, if we think like crypto landing page, I kind of like dark mode. And as just a couple that I see here right away is this rock site. I think this looks really slick and you can see sort of the interactions of things. And there's the other one also that I really saw like here, which was linear. And of course, everyone's familiar with linear. They've got a wicked design. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take screenshots of the inspiration here on Mobbin and then go ahead and upload that to Claude. Let's just flip over to sections here, come in here and just pause the video here. Let's just take a screenshot or two. So I'm just going to pause the video so you don't have to watch me do that for all of them. And then we'll flip back to Claude in just a sec. I went ahead, just took, 6 screenshots, 3 from linear and 3 from rocks. And I'm just going to add them here to the Claude chat and say, please add these to the images folder for a reference. Sorry, my mic cut out there. So you can see it just added those screenshots to the images folder. I could have named these screenshots way better, but anyways, doesn't matter. One thing that we might also want to do here real quick is, can you put the linear screenshots inside a linear folder? And the same with rocks as well, just for better organization, especially as the skill might grow. Also, name the images better. Right. Now let's run that too. Now we're cooking. Look at this. All right. So we got our images folder. We have the different competitors inside of here. So linear and rocks. And we also have like the PNGs, like the screenshots that they uploaded, name something actually useful. All right. So now I think we're in some good shape. Let's copy this to our skills. And we'll just upload and replace the old one that was already there. Beautiful. Now let's go ahead and build out a new landing page that leverages this skill and this research that we took from Mobbin. Back now within Claude Code, let's just run the same prompt that we ran earlier on. Please build me a landing page for a crypto bank. Let's run that now. And you can see here while it's going that it studied the references that were inside of that skill that we just created, which is exactly what we want to see. With that minimal amount of research that we gave it, with that one-line prompt, without giving it any additional content, context, sections that we want to see. This is what it came back with here. And again, this is just with that one-line prompt in those 6 sample screenshots and no other instructions. This came back with a landing page that looks a little bit more like something that we might actually want to build. Now, again, this here is a first draft. But what I'm trying to get at here is not to build something where it's, wow, oh my goodness, you did that in 10 minutes, but to show you the powerful of that workflow. Building a Claude skill, adding competitive research from Mobbin. And if we spent more time building out an actual prompt and refining that Claude skill, adding additional research, you can imagine how powerful this is and how good of a result that this would have given us. So it's the power of the workflow that I'm really trying to get across here. Is instead of getting a simple AI generated design with that gradient first try, by adding some of that research inside of that Claude skill, we're able to get closer to a draft that we're going to want to work with earlier on in our Claude Code iteration. Flipping back to this Claude skill too, the more you populate your Claude skill, the better the output is going to get. The more competitors you add, you can break out your competitor screenshots into different folders based on different features or functionality or layouts. Things like a hero, you can have a folder for your hero inspiration, for your footer, for different content blocks, different layouts. So the more you make this skill your own, the better your end result is going to be when building designs within Claude Code. Hey, thanks for watching this video. Lots more content's on the way. Remember to check out our academy or just join the community. I'll put a link for this in the description. It's just on our website. And remember to come connect with me on X, try to be more active on there. I'll also put a link for this in the description. If you want to build an entire design system, click in the top left. And if you want to watch another video, I highly recommend click in the top right. See you at the next one.